What's your go-to app when you have a moment of downtime?
Question for you. What's your go-to app when you have a moment of downtime? When you have a moment of downtime.
When you have a little time to yourself.
When you have a little time to yourself.
Maybe you're waiting for the bus or waiting for something,
Maybe you're waiting for the bus or waiting for something.
In line, and you pull out your phone. Maybe you check your email or check your messages and there are no messages.
Waiting in line and you pull out your phone. Maybe you check your email or check your messages and there are no messages.
Sometimes that happens. Then what's your go-to app?
Sometimes that happens. Then what's your go-to app?
What is the app that you open by default?
What is the app?
What is the app that you open by default?
What is the app that you open by default?
By default.
By default. What is the app that you open by default?
Now this might seem like an obvious plug for our Discord server.
Now this might seem like an obvious plug for our Discord server.
But I'm not really meaning it to be.
But I'm not really meaning it to be.
But my go-to default app these days is Discord
But my go-to default app these days is Discord.
Because we have this fantastic Culips English podcast Discord server.
Because we have this fantastic Culips English podcast Discord server.
And it's so fun to hang out with our community there.
And it's so fun to hang out with our community there.
So honestly, that is my go-to app these days.
That is my go-to app these days.
But if I've read through all the messages and
But if I read through all the messages,
caught up on the Discord,
and I'm caught up on the Discord.
Then the next app that I go to is an app that is really popular here in South Korea, and I think.
Then the next app that I go to is an app that is really popular here in South Korea.
It's really only a Korean app. I don't think it's available in other markets.
I think it's really only a Korean app.
I don't think it's available in other markets.
I don't think it's available in other markets. I don't think it's available in other markets.
But it's called Carrot Market. And I believe I've talked about Carrot Market in the past here on Culips.
And I believe I've talked about
And I believe I've talked about Carrot Market in the past here on Culips.
And I believe I've talked about Carrot Market in the past here on Culips.
Maybe you've heard me mention it before, but Carrot Market is a buy and sell app. It's a used buy and sell app.
It's a used buy and sell app.
In today's bonus episode, which is number 67. By the way, this is bonus episode number 67.
This is bonus episode number 67.
I'm going to tell you a story about a recent experience I had using Carrot Market. But before I tell you that story, let me introduce myself.
But before I tell you that story, let me introduce myself.
My name's Andrew, and I'm the host of the Culips English podcast.
I'm the host of the Culips English podcast.
And it's wonderful to be here with you today.
And it's wonderful to be here with you today.
I hope you're
I
doing
hope
well.
you're doing well.
There's 100% free
100%
transcript for this
100% free transcript for this
episode.
episode.
You can get it just by following the link that's in the description. It comes as a PDF download or an
It comes as a PDF download or an
interactive version that's best for studying with your digital device, your computer.
and an interactive version that's best for studying with your digital device, your computer,
your tablet, or your smartphone.
or your smartphone. Tablet.
Please check out the transcript because your tablet or your smartphone.
Tablet.
So please
Tablet.
check out the transcript because it is a great companion to studying along with the story that I'll tell you here today.
So please check out the transcript because it is a great companion to studying along with the story that I will tell you here today.
Also, if you're interested about joining the Discord that I hinted at just a moment ago, then we'll put the link in the description for that as well, and you can join
for that as well. Also, if you're interested about joining the Discord that I hinted at just a moment ago, then we'll put the link in the description for that as well, and you can join us
over on the Discord server, and usually
over on the Discord server.
After each new Culips episode is released, we have a nice discussion about that episode on the Discord.
And usually after each new Culips episode is released, we have a nice discussion about that episode on the Discord.
So if you haven't joined us there yet, please sign up and join us.
So if you haven't joined us there yet, please sign up and join us.
We want you to participate in the conversation.
We want you to participate in the conversation.
And I believe last time I checked, there are almost 2,000 members on the Discord.
And I believe last time I checked, there are almost 2,000 members on the Discord.
So it's a wonderful community of people just like you, like-minded English learners, people who are serious about improving their English fluency. And I have to say,
so it's a wonderful community of people just like you, like-minded English learners. Like-minded. People who are seriously about improving their English fluency.
I really enjoy spending time on the Discord.
And I have to say, I really enjoy spending time on the Discord,
reading everyone's messages and participating as much as I can as well. So if you've been on the fence or if you're just learning about our Discord right now.
So if you've been on the fence or if you're just learning about our Discord right now,
then just follow the link in the description and you can sign up. And finally, I want to encourage you to listen to our latest simplified speech episode.
And finally, I want to encourage you to listen to our latest simplified speech episode.
If you haven't already. In that episode, I talked with one of our study guide writers. Her name's Indiana.
I talked with one of our study guide writers. Her name's Indiana. She's from
the USA. She's a lovely person, a wonderful study guide writer, and
she's a lovely person, a wonderful study guide writer, and an
even better English teacher.
Now,
I won't tell you too much about Indiana because in that simplified speech episode, I interview her.
In that simplified speech episode, I interview her.
And you can listen and find out about her yourself.
You can listen and find out about her yourself find out about yours.
Find out about her yourself.
Find out about her yourself.
By checking that episode out.
By checking that episode out.
But I do want to say that in that episode, one of the things we talk about is a brand new course that we're going to be offering here at Culips. Yes, that's right.
Yes,
you
that's
heard
right.
me.
You heard me.
It will be a course. And it will happen over the course of 6 weeks. Okay.
Of 6 weeks, okay.
And each week there will be a live class.
And each week there will be a live class.
Which is led and taught by Indiana, and she is going to be walking the participants of the class through one of the study guides for our older simplified speech episodes. In fact, we have around 178 simplified speech episodes at the moment. The most recent episode was number 107.
The most recent episode was number 178.
So that's a huge catalog of episodes. And if you're a newer Culips listener, then maybe you haven't even explored some of those early episodes before. So what Indiana is going to be doing is going all the way back to the start of the series. Which I think we started like 7 or 8 years ago. It's been a long time since we started simplified speech. She's going to go She's going to go all the way to the back and walk you through those episodes and walk you
through those episodes and walk you
through the study guides for those episodes in the live class. This is our first time trying something like this at Culips. So we're calling this a beta course. It's going to be 6 weeks long, like I mentioned, and and it's only for Culips members. So if you're a Culips member, you can actually join for free.
Fantastic. So if you're a Culips member, you can actually join for free. Fantastic.
You don't have to pay anything extra at all. If you're not a Culips member, but you'd like to participate, then you need to
then you need to sign
up and become a Culips member, and then you can register. We are opening the course only to 30 Culips members, and that's just because it's impossible to do a live class if we have like 200 or 300 people. It will just be too crazy for Indiana to teach a class that big. So
it will just be too crazy for Indiana to teach a class that big. So it's limited to 30 participants. And at the time that I'm recording this episode right now, registration has only been open for less than 24 hours. But already we are almost 50% full for the course.
So if you are interested in doing it, don't delay.
You have to sign up quickly before things fill up.
So anyways, if you want to hear all of the details about that, you can listen to the simplified speech interview that I did with Indiana, or you can go through the course syllabus and schedule. And see if it's a good fit for your schedule, and I'll put the links for
links
those
for
as well
those as
in the
well in
description
the
for
description
this
for
episode,
this
so you can
episode,
check it
so you
out
can check
and
it
learn
out
all the details.
and learn all the details.
All right, I think those are all the announcements that I wanted to make before I
All right, I think those are all the announcements that I wanted to make before
get to my
I get to
storytelling.
storytelling.
Without any further delays, let's get right to it. Here's my story about using Carrot Market
last week.
Hope you enjoy it.
Hope you enjoy
Here
it.
we go.
Here we go.
So the question that I asked you at
So the question that I asked you
the top of the
at
show
the top of the show was
what's your go-to app when you have
what's your go-to app when you have a
moment
of free time?
What is like
What
the
is
app
like
that
the
you
app
open
you open
just to kill some time when you
what is like the app that you open just to kill some time
have a moment
when you
to
have
yourself?
a moment to yourself? When you have a moment to yourself.
Well, in the past, I would have answered either Twitter.
I would have answered
either Twitter.
I would have answered either Twitter
or Instagram. Those were my two go-to apps. But there's been a lot of changes at Twitter, and I found that it just hasn't been a good fit for me recently. So I actually deleted the Twitter app not too long ago.
So I actually deleted the Twitter app not too long ago.
So that left only Instagram.
So that left only Instagram. Instagram was definitely my go-to app for a while.
But then like you know, we launched the Culips Discord.
We launched the Culips Discord
server, and because of that, I've been more focused on using our Discord server than Instagram. So half naturally and half because of my own will.
So half naturally and half because of my own will,
I kind of stopped using Instagram as much. Of course, I still use it, but I don't use it as much.
Of course, I still use it, but I don't use it as much.
I actually removed the icon, the Instagram shortcut icon from my home screen and put it on a different screen. So I can't just tap right away when I open my phone and go right into Instagram.
So I can't just tap right away when I opened my phone and go right into Instagram.
So I can't just tap right away when I open my phone and go right into Instagram. There's a little bit of effort I need to do.
There's a little bit of effort I need to do.
A little bit of swiping around on my phone to find it and open it. Instead, I replaced that with the Discord app. So that's been effective at helping me break my addiction to Instagram. Now, I have to say I have nothing against Instagram.
Now, I have to say I have nothing against Instagram.
I think it can be a really cool app, and I learn a lot of new things from Instagram. I find a lot of new things on Instagram. But at the same time, it can be a real time waster, and also it can be expensive because I see so many ads through Instagram.
Because I see so many ads through Instagram.
Because I see so many ads through Instagram. And I guess Instagram knows me pretty well. Because a lot of the ads that are targeted towards me really are things that I find pretty appealing.
That I find pretty appealing.
So it can be dangerous. I have to really watch myself and make sure that I don't go on a shopping spree.
Make sure that I don't go on a shopping spree.
thanks to
thanks to
Instagram.
Instagram.
So anyways, I've been trying to
I've been
reduce my
trying to
time on
reduce my
Instagram,
time on
and
Instagram
I kind of
and
put that
kind of
app
put
in a
that app
difficult
in
to
a
find,
difficult to
difficult
find,
to
difficult
access
to
place on
access
my
place on
phone.
my
So
phone.
instead, I've been using Discord.
So instead, I've been using Discord.
But in addition to Discord, I've also kind of become addicted to this app called Carrot Market. So Carrot Market is an app for buying and selling used things.
So Carrot Market is an app for buying and selling used things.
That is essentially its main focus. But
its main focus.
Also has a lot of other things on there as well. There's a community tab where you can see other posts about various different topics that people in your neighborhood have posted. And I should clarify that that's one of the unique things about this app is that you're limited to your specific neighborhood where you live. In fact, once you download the app and get it set up and you make an account, then you have to set your neighborhood.
Then you have to set your neighborhood.
And you can only interact with other people or other products if you want to buy something if it's in your.
And you can only interact with other people or other products if you want to buy something if it's in your neighborhood.
Which has been a little bit frustrating to me, this part of the experience, but it's just the way the app goes. So you may be wondering, why have I become addicted, so to speak, to this buy and sell app?
To this buy and sell app.
Well, it all happened when I was moving. Earlier in the year, my wife and I moved from our apartment to this old house that we have renovated and fixed up, and now it's our new house. So while we were doing that move, I started using this app a lot. First of all, I sold a lot of things before the move using this app. I had a really good experience, and we were able to sell a lot of the things that we didn't really need. We even gave some stuff away as well through using this app. So it was a really good experience selling and giving away things through the app.
So it was a really good experience selling and giving away things through the app.
And now that we're in the new house, we need to furnish the house.
Why we need to furnish the house?
And this has been taking a long time. If you're a loyal, regular listener of Culic, you'll probably hear me talk about this almost every week.
You'll probably hear me talk about this almost every week.
That we're still furnishing our house. A little update about that, by the way. I do now have a desk, and I'm sitting at my desk right now.
I'm sitting at my desk right now.
It's a relief. I don't have to sit on the floor anymore. I have a desk for my computer. It's fantastic. So that's taken care of. But we still need to furnish our living room. Our living room is empty. We don't have a sofa. We don't have a dining room table. There are things that we still need to get.
There are things that we still need to get.
Now, my wife is a designer by trade. That's what she does for her job.
Now, my wife is a designer by trade. That's what she does for her job.
So she's got a really good eye for layouts and design. And I'm helping her search for furniture that we can use to furnish our house with. But at the same time, she kind of naturally takes the lead in that. Situation, just because I think she's better than I am at doing that kind of thing. I offer my support. I share my opinion.
I share my opinion.
And we do things together, but she kind of takes the lead in that regard. But there is one
But there is
area
one
where
area
I
where I
take the
take the
lead,
lead,
and that's when it comes to
the
music for
the
our
music
house.
for our
So
house.
I'm a huge music geek. I love listening to music, and so is my wife. So let's take things back a couple of years ago.
So let's take things back a couple of years ago.
My wife and I got married and moved into our first apartment together. And at that time, the apartment was empty, and we were just starting our life together. So we also at the time had to buy a lot of furniture for the apartment
and furnish it
because it was an unfurnished apartment. And one of the things that we bought at the time was a stereo. We bought a kind of integrated LP player and radio, and it came with a couple of speakers as well. And at the time, we just bought a cheap one. I think it was around $150 or so.
$150 or so.
So as far as stereo equipment goes, that's pretty cheap. And also the quality of that stereo is pretty cheap as well. You can tell just by using it and picking it up that it's not the greatest quality.
And at the time,
we said that was fine because when we moved into that apartment, we
moved into that apartment,
already bought our house, and we knew that we would be renovating it, and we said
we had already bought our house, and we knew that we would be renovating it.
We would be renovating it, and
we would be renovating it. We would be renovating it.
We said to ourselves, hey, we'll wait until we move into our new house.
We will wait until we move into our new house.
And then once we do that, we'll spend a little bit more money. Putting together the kind of stereo system that we want. Now, I know for some people this might not be a huge priority. Having a stereo in your house. But for me and my wife as music lovers, it is a key component of our house. In fact, I think I could live without many things in the house. I don't really need a TV. I don't really need a dishwasher.
I don't really need a dishwasher.
I don't really even need a dryer.
I don't really even need a dryer.
Clothes dryer, to be honest. I could live without
a clothes dryer. To be honest, I could
many other appliances. However, I could live without many other appliances. However, one thing that I need to have in my house is a stereo.
A stereo, so I can
listen to music. At least in my life, if I don't have music, then
my life is not as enjoyable. So this is a priority, at least for our household.
So now we're finally caught up. We're in the present, okay? And
we're in the present, okay?
We've moved to our new house, and we still have this cheap stereo that we're using.
And we've moved to our new house, and we still have this cheap stereo that we are using.
And it's fine. You know, it's not the worst, but it could be so much better. And especially the quality of the speakers is very, very poor. So it just barely scratches the itch for a good stereo.
So it's just like barely scratches the itchy for a good stereo.
And now that we're in the new house, we want to upgrade. So this is where I can take the lead, and it's my job to get a new stereo for our house. Now you may be wondering why we just don't go online or go to a store and buy a brand new stereo. Well, that's not really our style because we're also really interested in older vintage products. And there are several reasons behind that. I think maybe for my wife,
I think maybe for my wife,
and I don't
I
want
don't
to
want to
put
put
words
words
in her mouth
here,
but I think if you were to ask her directly,
but I think if you were to ask her directly,
she'd say that she likes vintage products because of the aesthetics,
because of the aesthetics,
of the way they look,
because of the way they look.
And I'm totally on the same page there. I love things.
And I'm totally on the same page there. I love things from the past, and
each era has a different look, a different style, a different aesthetic. And I'm totally, like I said, on the same page as my wife.
I'm totally, like I said, on the same page as my wife there.
But in addition to that, I really value the craftsmanship and quality that you could find in the past that unfortunately you can't find as easily these days. Or I don't want to say that. I think you can find the same quality and
I think you can find the same quality and craftsmanship.
You just have to pay a lot of money for it these days.
You just have to pay a lot of money for it these days.
And often new products are made of plastic and
often new products are made of plastic.
They're manufactured as cheaply as possible. The design to break. They don't last for a long time. And if they do break, often you can't repair it. You just have to throw it.
You just have to throw it out and buy a new one.
I hate that. I hate poor craftsmanship. I hate things that break.
Craftsmanship. I hate things that break and don't last for a long time.
So because of that, naturally, I'm drawn to vintage products.